quick. This is going to take a bit if I take that long. Firefox. So Firefox also great. For a while, this was the most used desktop or most used browser by me, and the reason why is because I had a lot of tools, web tools that I used on Firefox. There are things, add-ons that you can use to let me just check if I have it. Well, I don't have it here, but you have Firebug, and I had an outline tool to measure things. I had a tool to check colors. So there was a lot of add-ons that for me were exactly what I needed. Recently, I found a lot of those tools are actually just built into Chrome, and so Chrome is my default browser currently. But one thing that stinks about Firefox is you don't have the compatibility as much with Lion. You're still able to swipe between pages. You also have, let me just find the full screen. So full screen still works, but it's not the same. So you get more of the full screen, more screen real estate, but even though I need that screen real estate, I still would like to see those tabs up on top rather than have that pop down every time. So that's one thing I don't like to get out full screen. It's up in the right hand side. You still have an address bar and then a search bar here. Your bookmarks are stored here, and you do have the ability to customize that, as with Safari and Chrome. Also, it's a pretty simple layout as far as the back buttons and the refresh. Your preferences are still here. You have your other just basic features. The bookmarks, you have the same ability to close and open tabs. New tabs, they open blank, and you are highlighted into the address bar to type the address. In typing the address, I like how it gives you your most used ones. You can click on them and go right there. And so Firefox has that nice. Now let's say if I had two different tabs open, and one was 9 to 5 Mac, and the other one I was typing a new page, 9 to 5 Mac, if I wanted to go there and didn't realize I had a tab already open there, this one actually doesn't take me there on this site. It just switches me back to that previous tab that had it. So anyways, that is a pretty nice feature if you use it. Usually if I open a new tab and type in an address, it's because I know I already have one, but I want to go there again. So I don't know, maybe Google Docs, you want to look at a different document, or there's various features for that I don't really care to go to the next tab. Besides that, we could look at the history. History is also searchable by the day, of course, and your bookmarks also. In both, I guess I showed that also. Both Firefox and Safari have a downloads window. You'll see that Chrome actually has a download bar at the bottom or downloads there, and if you wanted to, you can say show all and it'll show them in an actual tab. But I really like that feature where your downloads are part of the window you're currently in, rather than having that two different windows at one time. I like to keep it there. Anyways, I think that is about it. You still have a new tab, of course. If I was to click on this, it would just pop up next to it. Besides that, I don't think there's anything else. Let's go to the last browser before we run out of time. So Google Chrome is what I use. I like it. I think that it is exactly what I want. Just simple. It gives me what I want when I want. It really does have a fast startup. I feel like the pages load faster, especially if you customize the features. And it does have a very fast search. You know, one of the most awesome features of this is you have the address bar and the search bar combined into one. But another great feature of that is this address bar and search bar, it just works so awesome. One of the features they've recently come out with is you can type the page you're going to, and it's going to guess or know what site you're going to before you even get there. So I often visit a site called LDS Report. It's a lot of information about BYU football or other LDS persons in the news. and as I type LDS report, it'll actually bring it up before I've actually decided to go there. And so that page is already there. Or maybe if I was typing in LDS and it says, oh, well, you want to go to LDS report because that's where you go all the time, I could switch and I start typing in LDS.org. It automatically switches me to that page and says, no, maybe this is where you want to go. And sure enough, I finish off and that's where I wanted to go. So that's a really awesome feature. It's still able to search for you. So if I wanted to search hello, hello of course gives me results from Google search. If you open a new tab, I also really like this. I do have my bookmarks bar here now, and really, when else am I going to look at the bookmarks bar or need it unless I'm opening a new tab, is my personal opinion. So there you go. Chrome has applications which I think are really handy. I don't play these games much. They do have two awesome features, offline Google Calendar and Google Docs. You sync it offline and you have access to your calendar and documents while not connected to the internet. Kind of like Safari, you have your most visited, and they also add in a recently closed. I like that feature also, but once again, my applications are usually open rather than the most visited. Lastly, we'll go up here and just explore. You do have this bar that pops down when you're in full screen, and this right here actually changes that to have that disappear, which, I mentioned, I'd prefer it just to stay there. You do have some of the same features. You can clear browsing data. You can have an incognito window. That's private browsing. Once again, I don't see the purpose for it. And history, let me show you what history is. History comes up with a long list, and you can search your history. You're also able to edit that history there. Bookmarks, once again, we've seen the bookmarks and that bookmark bar. I think that's all I really would want to show you in Chrome. I really, really like Chrome. For example, if not view page source, if I was here on, let's say, this page and I right-clicked and clicked inspect element, Chrome comes with a lot of developer tools built in that I find really handy. Some of these I don't know how to use, and you may not know how. But if you are into developing at all, you'll find that as you learn those, they become invaluable to you. Anyways, those are a few features that I love about Google Chrome, and those are a few features of Safari, Firefox, and Chrome. Lastly, I just want to show you this. It's probably the coolest thing I've learned recently is Google Chrome, and along with Firefox, and I'm sure Safari has a way to do it too, actually has in preferences the ability to, I go to personal stuff, and I'm actually syncing this web browser. So every time I get on a different Chrome browser, let's say at work, here at this computer or my wife's computer, I could actually log myself into my Google account and Chrome would sync. So that way my most visited, my passwords, my bookmarks, everything would be saved. I suggest that if you are on different computers but like to have that same browser experience, I would set up your account with Firefox or Chrome so that it syncs your browsers, because it really is invaluable to have that for me. Now here I found on Wikipedia what browsers are most often used on Wikimedia sites. It's a little pie chart. As you see, Internet Explorer, it comes by default on all Windows computers, and Windows computers really are most distributed. You do have Firefox and Chrome. Firefox, I think, has been staying steady, and Chrome continues to gain. You see Safari there in the 10%, and then Opera, Android, and other. I would say just choose the browser that you feel most comfortable with, but don't be afraid to try a new one. For a while I was on Firefox, and when I got my new operating system I decided to go with Safari. Safari didn't offer everything I wanted, so I decided to give a test run to Chrome, and I don't see myself going back to Firefox or Safari anytime soon. Once in a while, if I ever have an add-on in Firefox I need to use in Chrome, I'll see if I can't find something similar in Chrome. If not, I'll use Firefox, but once again, it's usually for 5 minutes, nothing more. Anyways, I invite you to try them out. Why not download Safari, Chrome, and Firefox, and make your wife use one of them so that she doesn't always have her Facebook logged in when you're trying to get on, and then you use the other and see how you like them. Anyways, this has been long, and I hope you enjoyed somewhat my talking about the different browsers.